Why aren't healthy relationships more common? Let's buckle up and break it down. First thing we have to talk about is that everybody suffers from the Aladdin syndrome. I'm glad you asked. Intentionally or unintentionally fabricating, finessing, or putting on a facade for your wounds or your agenda. You have the camp that's been societally conditioned to think that they can't enter a relationship without doing this immense amount of complete self-healing. Newsflash. That's not true. It is in fact possible to enter a relationship while you still have open wounds from the past. You just have to be intentional about explaining them and making sure that you only allow people in your circle who have the tools and the patience to help you handle them. However, because of the conditioning, individuals are made to think if they just explain their wounds that they're going to scare people away, and they don't want that to happen. They put on this healthy buffer front, thus starting off this relationship or dating with conditioning the person to think there's somebody totally different. But is it entirely their fault? No. Enter the agenda camp. This is such a terrifying part of dating because you have your genuine, authentic, good to the core people. I'm talking about the folks that are just as tired of wasting time as you are. However, as you may have noticed, they both sound the same. The interesting thing is that the authentic person, that's not a script for them. That's just who they are. But the people with agendas, they have copied that script word for word. At times, it's next to impossible to tell them apart. And the only genuine defense that you have is asking the right questions. Especially if you had a chapter where you thought it was safe to date somebody from your socials, somebody that's known you for a while, somebody that saw the turmoil you went through in your last relationship. Because you gave that person with an agenda the perfect manual for you. All the graphics and the memes you posted after your breakup, they took notes. So ultimately, it's just time to put the Aladdin syndrome to bed. Because we all know what happened in that movie. If you fake it to find love, the love you find will be fake. The oh so wise words of Genie. Just tell them the truth. Because no matter how toxic or healthy your agenda may be, no matter how deep or diverse your wounds actually are, no matter how gut-wrenching being vulnerable can be, being intentional with your truth at the start of it all will save you so much time in the end, thus being able to find your healthy relationship.